John Ping, who is the AU Chair Commissioner, would actually be leading a group of leaders who will be meeting at this AU summit. And I must say that a lot of the leaders who've arrived thus far have been quite numb and refusing to comment either way as to whether they supported or whether they endorsed the election results. One of the reasons is because they do not want to be seen as interfering in the internal matters of another country. You have Mugabe, whose level of invincibility has been destroyed. Clearly, he's been defeated, which we've never seen before. He's appeared to dither, and he's been able to react to international pressure by some of his comments. So that level of invincibility has been destroyed. So what you have is there is likely possibility that some form of negotiations may happen, because at the end of the day, Mugabe made it quite clear he's open to negotiations. And of course, Tango Rice wisely has not walked away from the whole thing altogether. It all depends on two cases. Firstly, if the SADC is willing to support it, and of course, clearly they've been shown to do so, and if Mr. Thabo Mbeki, the South African president, who is actually negotiating and standing in the shoes of SADC, provided they can move away from the softly diplomacy that we've seen to date and actually put both of them to come to some compromise, then it may be possible. However, you have other factors to look at. You have the international flavor. You have the United Nations, you have the United States, and you have Britain. Two organizations, you have Britain and America, who have made it absolutely clear they will not accept another term with Mugabe. And of course, they will not support a compromise deal with that of the NDC. So I'm afraid the SADC and Thabo Mbeki have to walk a very tight line. And with some luck, we may see a compromise, because that's the only way forward. Mm-hmm. And of course, then you may have Mr. Mugabe, who would not be in as weak a position, because he will now be elected as president, being in a position where he can negotiate from a position of power and hopefully come to some deal. So we're going to see a tense couple of days, and maybe a couple of weeks, in fact. But some deal will have to be realized, because Mr. Mugabe relies on credibility. And of course, if credibility is ditched internationally, and of course more so locally from other African governments, then he will have a problem.